Hey, I'm Gita and welcome to the Portkey Adventures. Alright, so you caught me. I don't have proof that this is coming out in November, but I promise if you sit here and listen to all these facts, you're gonna be just as convinced as I am. If you've been watching my channel for a while now, then you probably know that I think Wizards Unite is going to be a Fantastic Beasts game. Now, there are a few reasons I think this, and at first, I thought that this could be similar to Pokemon Go, where we need to capture the beasts, but like how Newt Scamander puts the beasts in his suitcase and then takes them to their ideal living location, their ideal habitat, and then releases them. Well, now I don't think that at all. So, what's my new theory? Fantastic Beasts is taking a turn, and it's for the better. It's not focusing on the beasts, it's actually focusing on the history of Grindelwald. Now, what was Grindelwald fighting for? I'm gonna play you a few of these clips from the trailer that just released, and let you see what I'm talking about.
Magic blooms only in rare souls. Still we must skulk in shadows. But the old ways serve us no longer.
I take it you've heard the rumors. Grindelwald had a vision that he would rise to dominance over the wizarding world. Muggles are not lesser, not disposable.
So as we can see, Grindelwald is fighting for the greater good. He ultimately thinks that wizards are being suppressed by muggles, and he wants to have wizards in control. He wants wizards out there in the open, exposed. He wants everybody to know magic exists, and he wants wizards to be in control so that they don't have to be in hiding from the muggles. So basically, Grindelwald is tired of hiding from the muggles, and he thinks that wizards should be in power. So my thought is there will be two teams for Wizards Unite. One team is going to be on Grindelwald's side and fighting for wizards to be in control. The other team is going to be fighting for muggles to stay completely unaware of magic. With the two teams, we would, very similar to Ingress, have to take over locations, and if our team was in control of a certain section, then that section would lean more towards our side. Next, I think that you would team up with your own side to try to fight off beasts that the other side may be setting off. Because obviously, if Grindelwald is trying to get muggles to know about magic, he won't care if he's letting loose 100 magical beasts. So there's just like a general idea of what my thoughts are. Now, here is a little bit of proof to try to back my thoughts up. Harry Potter has been out and in the world for years. I'm talking the last movie dropped in 2011, right after I graduated high school. Very easy to remember. So it wouldn't make too much sense for them to release a Harry Potter based game this late. Sure it would, but it would make even more sense for them to release a game that is going along with the new franchise. We know that J.K. Rowling is making Fantastic Beasts a 5-movie series, and we're about to get the second one this November. So it would make perfect sense for us to get a game that revolves around the new movies that are coming out, and then we can just, have different events that go along with the movie. We can just keep going. It really makes sense. Now, keep up with me. Warner Brothers Games and Portkey Games shared the trailer and this Deathly Hallows symbol. Now, it could just be a coincidence. It could just be because they're ultimately all owned by Warner Brothers, so they all have to promote each other. But I don't think so. Looking at Warner Brothers' Instagram, they don't typically share movies. At least, not from what I've seen. They don't typically share movie trailers. So, very suspicious. The next thing that got my mind going was the fact that very recently, March to be precise, the Wizarding World changed their logo. They are no longer going by Harry Potter as the name for the franchise. Now, they have this beautiful wand display that comes out and shows you the Wizarding World logo. And what does that Wizarding World logo include? It includes wands from both the Harry Potter franchise and from the Fantastic Beasts franchise. So they are already showing that they're trying to make the whole entire franchise just one entity. They don't want you to think of Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts as separate. Ultimately, it's J.K. Rowling's Wizarding World. Yes, I know that they did make the game called Harry Potter Wizards Unite, not Wizarding World Wizards Unite, but I think that's because they're still trying to get most people to know that the Wizarding World is the same as Harry Potter. I know it shouldn't take that long to understand, but there are some people that probably will take a minute to catch on and know that, oh, that has to do with Harry Potter. I've heard of that. Now, for one of my last points, we have a little description from each of the different pages letting us know what Wizards Unite is supposed to be. And the basic points, we are going to learn new spells. We're going to find magical artifacts. We are going to encounter and fight legendary beasts. And we are going to meet iconic characters along the way. So, what iconic characters are in both franchises? After the trailer yesterday, we now know of 4 to be exact. Obviously, Dumbledore, Newt Scamander, and Grindelwald. And now we know that Nicholas Flamel, or as he says, Nicolas Flamel.
Nicolas Flamel.
We know of 4 characters now that are in both franchises. It wouldn't really be that far off to say that the iconic characters that we're going to see are going to be those 4 characters. They're famous. They're famous all around. We hear about Newt because he wrote Fantastic Beasts, which is a textbook that they have to have at Hogwarts. Obviously, everybody knows Dumbledore, everybody knows Grindelwald. And who's Nicholas Flamel? He's the whole... Watch the first movie. If you really gotta ask, just watch the first movie. So my last point for why this would make sense is Grindelwald is threatening the International Statute of Secrecy. This means that it is a worldwide problem. If wizards are exposed in any country, then it's going to get spread unless they can erase all of the memories of all the muggles that learned about it, like in the first Fantastic Beasts movie. So, since this is an international problem, I'm assuming that Grindelwald's army comes from all over the world. He influenced wizards all over the world to believe what he believed. At one point, he convinced Dumbledore, of all people, Dumbledore believed what Grindelwald believed. This guy had to be very convincing. Like, he had to be very influential. I would love to hear your arguments. I would love to hear your opinions. Would you hate this if this was the game? Would you love it if this was the game? What are your arguments if you have any on why this wouldn't be the game? Just let me know all of it down below. Whew, it is hot, and that got me worked up. I am so excited. I really hope that this is the game. I have been dreaming about this being the game for quite a while, so it's definitely possible that I've just got it all stuck in my head. I can't get it out, you know. Let me know still. Let me know your opinions. And make sure that until next time, you use your magic wisely and keep an eye out for Dementors. Knox.